and welcome back to It's Monday. It's time for a react, and I know I was missing again on Wednesday. I don't know what's happening with the uploads. There's something strange happening with my camera when I'm doing Geoguessr stuff. I don't know what's happening, but I'm going to fix it. I'm going to do a couple of other extra episodes this week to make up for it. So don't worry, I am still here. I am still doing the Geoguessr. I will be doing the play-alongs, don't worry. It's just a minor temporary setback. But anyway, today we're going to be reacting to Geoguessr Geography. Now, I don't want to keep doing these kind of videos. However, every location in this Geoguessr map is from my life, part 2. Now, I reacted to the first one. I reacted to the first one when he was doing it, and I actually reacted and mentioned about Jack UW, or Jack, who I don't know how it's said, I'm sorry. But he actually commented on that video. So I have to do part 2. It's only right. So let's get into it.
I'm back with a custom Geoguessr map. This is Geoguessr Geography
Again,
location.
please do let me know
Every
what the audio is
location
like.
Something to do with my life, whether it's somewhere I used to live, somewhere I've talked about in a video, etc. This is a continuation from this video because you all just loved it so much. Thanks for that, by the way. Made by Jaku.
And you know what? I'm going to shout it again. So he's saying Jaku, so I'm going to go with that. We say Jaku. The fact that Jaku, you know, one, watched my video and reacted to it as well was freaking amazing because some effort was put into that first video. I'm hoping, or the first locations. Anyway, I'm hoping this one's going to be just as good. But I'm glad to see that Jack's following up on it because that was a cool video.
Let's give ourselves 3 minutes in case I want to witter on, and then we'll
so
go
much stuff on there from like
play. Okay,
everything.
Where are we here? Oh, we are on a pirate ship.
Okay, well, that's the
right,
UK.
This must be
you can
Whitby
see it in
then.
the background.
So Whitby is like a beachside area of northern England. Here it is. There we go. And they have this like pirate ship there where you can sit on it and you get a little tour. And when I went on as like a 9-year-old, I thought it was the most epic thing ever. So that's what I'm assuming this is. I assume it's the same company. So Whitby's here.
How does Jaku know that though? He said like I went on there as a kid. So I followed Jack for a while now. I'm subscribed to all of his channels, apart from I'm not subscribed to Don't Subscribe, but that's not his channel. So I'm subscribed to all of his channels, and I've never heard any of this stuff. Like, or I have, maybe just going past my head, he'll mention something off the cuff like that. Oh, you know, I was in Whitby or whatever, and as a kid, and just immediately, oh yeah, okay, we'll put that in the video. Some effort, man.
Yeah. How far away are we? We're pretty close. So if I was to go like there, would that be a good guess, do you think? But I'm looking at this, by the way. It doesn't quite look like Whitby. Feels more like Tynemouth or Scarborough or something, but maybe that's just because the proper like Whitby centre's over there. So based on that, which direction are we?
Very
the
few
north
towns
is
that
there,
are like properly by the sea.
I'm a bit worried about this. I'm worried this might not be where I think it is. I'm going to go a little bit further down. Let's guess there and hope for the best. It was Whitby. I should have just stuck with it.
Quite far off land,
close there. So I reckon the photosphere is maybe not quite in the right location. I guess it's hard to get a sense of scale, but I'm actually 3 miles from the coast there. We were not 3 miles from the coast. But I did get the correct location, so that's a good round 1. By the way, this is the same map I played in my first video, but we've removed every location from the first video.
Okay, so it's is there another map similar to this? Jaku, I don't know if you're watching, may just been a one-off. But hey, if you are. Did you oh my god. No English. So yeah, I know you've done this video. It said 25 locations, I think. I saw on there. Are there any other ones like, or is it just this for Jack's Life? Have you put any more on there? I'd love to know more about the map. I'm gonna have to play it myself, but I keep having issues with the Geoguessr and recording, as I said at the beginning. So yeah, let me know. I'll be really interested because, you know, there's so much effort and detail because this is stuff that, I mean, Jack didn't even remember from the first video. So, yeah, that's cool that you can take that out. So, also, can you just take that out? He said he took that out. So, you can just... I'm confused. How do you just take that out? Or did Jaku take that out? I don't know. This is where I just sound old. I'm sorry.
So that they're all new places. Now, this is an interesting one. It's more to it. Ah, wait. I recognize this. When on earth did I show this off in a video? I think it's in an old Tesla video. Can we go into here? Can we get into the car park? Yeah, we kind of can. So when I went to my brother's wedding, I stopped here en route to charge my car. This has been turned into like Tesla superchargers. I know...
starting to get worried about Jakku. Are you tracking him? Did you put a tracker on him and a meet somewhere? Because how the fuck he stopped there to charge his car on the way to his brother's wedding? He mentioned that? Like, he mentioned that to the point where you know which hotel it was. I can understand he might have gone, oh yeah, I had to stop off on the way to my brother's wedding to charge up my car. But, like, he mentioned the specific Holiday Inn? What the fuck? Jesus. How can you... What? We need to get Jakku and Rainbolt together and just... Yeah, whatever country you want to take over, you need those two. You're going to find every bit of dirt. You're going to know where the weak points are. Jesus Christ.
Exactly where this is, because I've been many times. So it's kind of somewhere around, yeah, A1 Scotch Corner. There we go. Holiday Inn. Is this the Holiday Inn? Absolutely, it's the Holiday Inn. But let's go back to the starting location. We are on the bridge above the motorway. So does that mean we're like, wait, hang on. That means we're there, right? Gotta be. Guess. Yes, beautiful, 10 yards away. I love these because honestly, no idea where it's going to pop up, and they're not always necessarily in the UK too. What is going on here? We are surrounded by dinosaurs. Where is this? I recognize it. I went there last year. Is it Yorkshire Wildlife Park? There's a photo of me and Becky that I shared where...
For reference, my dad's from Yorkshire, so I used to spend time up in Yorkshire when I was a kid.
There's a dinosaur on the back.
So me going, that's up north. I recognised it. I think I've been there.
Park because I remember finding it funny that it's like a zoo,
it's
but
covered
all
in
of the kids are most excited about the
I've
plastic
been there.
dinosaurs rather than the
definitely
actual
been
animals.
there.
Right, can we find Yorkshire Wildlife Park?
I'm almost certain I've
been
been
there. I know it's
there.
near Doncaster. Doncaster is here.
I'm really hoping this audio is good because I know there's been issues in the past.
About Yorkshire Wildlife Park. They
but, you
are
know,
home to the only polar bears in England. Right, it's somewhere around here, but I don't know.
I did not know we had...
No. It should show
any
because
polar
it's quite a
bears
big
in England
attraction
at all.
in the area. There's not really much else going on in Doncaster, no offense. I feel like it's kind of more towards Leeds area, right? I've only got a minute left. I'm clicking just round here at the moment.
Gotta love the names of places up north.
Why does it not show up anywhere? Come on. Am I too far away from Doncaster? Yeah, I feel like I am. I'll go a bit more down in the thick of it. Oh, where is it? I really do want to find it. Nah, I've got 10 seconds. I'm not going to find it. Let's guess. Let's see. Okay, it was here. Yorkshire Wildlife Park.
4965 of his score. That's not far.
It was in a Doncaster. Sadly, I went to the wrong side. But if we zoom in, there's the specific area with all the plastic dinosaurs. But they also have red pandas. They've got cheetahs. It is worth a visit.
That's
quite a
crazy.
cool spot.
I knew that.
Okay, we've got two
have
locations. That one.
I knew we had like certain animals and that in the UK. I never thought we'd have polar bears. Because we're nowhere near cold enough for polar bears. Like yes, I know everyone around the world thinks that we're incredibly cold. I have not had anything but bright sunshine since midway through January now in the UK. Now, granted, I did go away a few times, but every time I've been in the UK, it's been bright sunshine. And it always is. People just complain a lot about weather. Anyway, how the hell are we cold enough for a polar bear? Is it just like in an icebox? Because I feel like I've been to that place and I had no idea, although I'm older than Jack, so yeah.
I was 8 miles away because I just couldn't find it. I didn't think it would be quite as in Doncaster because it felt very rural. Okay,
especially if you've got a fucking polar bear. I don't want to be in
right
there.
Outside a massive Argos. Actually, it's a Sainsbury's. This is... When have I talked about this Sainsbury's? So this is just the Sainsbury's that...
This is what I mean, man. This is what I mean. When Jack's like, when did I mention this stuff? Jakku, are you secretly... So I don't know where you're from. I don't know if you're UK, US. Okay, are you either Secret Service / MI5 or FBI? Is, CIA actually, if it's because it's a foreign individial. But, like, who do you work for? Because I feel like you and Rainbolt would get on a lot.
It's basically my parents' local Sainsbury's, and I've spent many hours of my life in there. During college, I used to get the bus from
my
this
grandma's
bus stop. Where is it? I'll find it. That very bus stop there. And then when college finished, I'd get back on the bus, I'd be dropped off here, and I would go into this very Sainsbury's, and I would sit in the Sainsbury's cafe, waiting for my mum to finish work so she could take me home. And some days she'd be running late, and I would just be sat in the cafe for like 3 hours just playing Robot Unicorn on my iPad.
The fuck
But
is
anyway,
Robot
I
Unicorn?
should be able to find this location very,
Wait,
very
is it an unknown
easily.
thing? What's
If
Robot
we just
Unicorn?
Go over to Bishop Auckland. Where is it? Here we go. Very nice. Yeah, we need West Auckland. Yeah, good. There's the
I don't
manor
know
house.
if I
That's
could
where the Jack in the
identify.
Pool photo was.
I don't know if I could identify like Sainsbury's, Tesco, Asda that I've been to in the past. I used to spend a lot of time. I mean, when I was at university, I there was an Asda we always used to go to because that was the biggest shop nearby. 24-hour Asda. Like we'd go down there in pajamas at 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't know if I could identify that on a map if I was looking at things like this, and I spent a lot of time there. Jesus.
Was taken. Here we go. Here's the Sainsbury's. Right, so I guess it's right at the front of the Sainsbury's, like basically there. Yeah, gotta be. Let's get it. This should be a perfect score. Very nice. Thank you.
Damn.
Excellent. I don't know when I've talked about that in the past, but I must have done at some point over the last 10 years. Jakku has put a serious amount of detail into this. There are so many locations. Ooh,
Yeah,
okay. So far, I don't recognize it. Ah. Okay, I was literally here 2 weeks ago. We are currently in the Baltic in Newcastle. Oh, beautiful. We've got
Newcastle?
an interior location. So yeah, me and Becky.
That looks way nicer than Newcastle has any right to look like. And I know there's probably some Northerners in my chat now, but fuck you. Newcastle's not a overly beautiful place in my mind. It's just not. I don't. In fairness, I'm from the south. I don't think any of the north is beautiful, but. The countryside is, just not the towns. But that's a relatively pretty town centre. That's not what I expect from Newcastle. I expected parts of it to be on fire, if I'm honest. But
Becky literally stood right here. I may even have a photo of it. Yeah, there you go. There is Becky in this very spot. So I have a few associations with this place. So
that must be like he did on Instagram or something. So that makes sense.
When me and Becky first started dating, we sat on this bridge, we took a little photo together, and then a couple of weeks ago, 10 years later, we recreated that picture. And then another association back.
Becky has not aged. I mean, Jack hasn't really aged, but Jack's had a haircut. Becky just looks the exact same. Like, Jack significantly changed his haircut. I'm also well aware, people, that my hair is way too long. I just cannot be asked to go to the hairdressers right now. I will be going before I leave the country next. So the second you see this hair go short, I'm probably not in the UK when you're watching it. Anyway, Becky is just timeless. Becky looks exactly the same now as she did back then. I don't know how old Becky is now, but I'm assuming similar age, so nearly 30. So from like 20 to 30, or that age range, just, nope, not aging at all. I mean, Jack, yeah, same thing, from 18 to 28, but Jesus.
Back in probably 2016, I'm guessing it was, I got invited by the BBC to do like a Q&A about being a YouTuber, and that was in this building.
Those
which
BBC
was like a
gave
really
a shit
kind of
like
big
that
deal
back then.
for me. They paid for my hotel, and that was the first time any company had ever done that, and I was buzzing about it. But anyway, yeah, I used to live in Newcastle, so lots of associations with this area, and I should be able to find it pretty easy if we zoom right in on Newcastle.
Well, the second you notice Newcastle, I'm guessing. So, for anyone out there, do those bridges, is that the Tyne Bridge? Is that the Tyne, basically, that's going through that? That must be the Tyne, right? That must be the Tyne that's going through there. Are those bridges like really obviously the Tyne, like is the Tyne Bridge or whatever it's called? Are they really obvious? See, I went to school in the Midlands. Well, partly went to school in the Midlands. So the nearest Newcastle to me was Newcastle under Lyme. So I know a completely different Newcastle. But like is that a bridge? Is that how we know that? Because if you showed me that without Jack there, I would have no idea. I'd know that was the UK. I might know that's Northern, but beyond that, I would have probably said Liverpool or something stupid. Like, I don't know.
Contemporary art. That is the one, and we're basically exactly there, right? Because there is nothing in front of us. So this is a good one. This is our round 5 of 5, and that is another perfect score.
Damn.
So that means we got 24,953. Oh, we were so close to getting a perfect 5k on every round. 3 out of 5. The Whitby one, I just was way too far away, and the Yorkshire Wildlife Park, I just couldn't find. But I did recognize every location. So let's play again, because there's lots and lots of locations. Ooh, I think we've got our first one abroad, and
that looks like Africa, but when's he been to Africa? Those trees. I'm stopping it so that I can have time before he gives the answer. That looks like Africa. There's something about those trees that, like, I don't know.
Don't actually immediately recognize this. At first, I thought it was Fiji, but I'm guessing it's probably more likely to be maybe Australia. Because I don't even know where exactly I stayed in Fiji,
those buildings
so I don't know how
are
Jakku
not
would have
Australia.
worked it out. Where are we here?
It looks like
looking
Africa.
at these buildings. Oh, I don't know. I'm limited on where I can travel to.
Also, it said musée or musée, which I'm presuming is French for museum, right? Which is most of Africa speaks French.
As well. What we have here?
Am I going crazy?
Like enclosures or something, or is it just a fence? I think it's.
But
just
he's never
a
been
fence.
to Africa.
Right, where can we go?
Maybe he
Can we
has
get
and
down
just
to
had
the
not talked
water?
about it. But if he hasn't talked about it, how's Jakku know?
Does
What
this
the fuck?
look like Australia? So I went on holiday in like 2016 to Australia, and I was traveling for about 6 months. What is this? We've got graves.
Yeah, you get work
and
out there,
the
Jack. I
graves
don't know
aren't
if you were
written in English.
specifically just,
Where is
you know,
this?
on a
I
holiday.
have no idea where we are right now. Maybe it's not somewhere I've been. Maybe it's just something associated with me. On my geography... Oh, this is the geography channel. On this channel, I often talk about how St. Lucia is my favorite flag. And I'm wondering if we are in St. Lucia right now. That could make sense, right? I think that's what I go with. And I'm not 100% sure.
But it looks African, not... I'm trying to think. So, where's the place that he keeps saying he'd go to? Oh, my God. Equatorial Guinea. He said that there was a whole meme about Equatorial Guinea. Is it Equatorial Guinea?
Sure, but I could imagine them speaking
It's got to be
French
Equatorial
in
Guinea,
St.
right?
Lucia.
It's got to
We have
be.
a person down there too. Do you think I go St.
Yeah,
Lucia? I was very close to
I'm
going
gonna go with
Australia.
that.
This would have been
I
a very
recommend
bad
Equatorial
guess.
Guinea.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
It
for
feels
it.
like
Okay,
Africa.
can I even find St. Lucia? It's got to be there. It is. We found it. Okay. So the north is here, which has the ocean behind us. So we'll go at the bottom. Honestly, no idea about this one. I'm worried I'm potentially going to be like thousands and thousands of miles away. Let's find out. I was indeed.
Yeah, okay, Equatorial Guinea, right?
Ah, are we?
Yes.
Wait,
Yes.
hang on. Where are we? I
no,
thought
you're
we
not.
were
You're
in
in Gabon.
Equatorial Guinea at first because there's like a joke about me going to Equatorial Guinea, but
Yes. When the fuck has he been to Gabon or talked about Gabon?
in actual fact, we're.
Jakku?
Why are we here? I don't understand this one. I need people to please let
Jakku,
me know
please.
what is my association
I agree.
with this
What's
location.
Gabon?
within
Or is it a
Gabon,
mystic?
because I've no
If it's a
clue.
mystic,
Well,
fair,
it's not a great
but
start, I'll be honest.
Equatorial
But
Guinea,
we'll
surely.
play again and see what happens.
I was
okay,
close
this
there,
looks
man.
like it is British once
looks
again. It
Welsh,
looks like
Scottish.
Wales to me, but I'm not sure. We can't go that way, so I
That,
guess
those kind of walls and this kind of landscape is like Welsh, Scotland, very much. Because if you get down to like the southeast, it's far more chalky. The southwest, just far more beautiful, honestly.
we're gonna go over here, in fact. Yeah, this still looks Welsh, but I could be many areas in the British Isles. I think
And
this
is
is
Jack
Wales.
Messi Welsh?
Yeah, it
So-
kind of looks like a walk that I used to do in Wales, in Anglesey specific. Okay, we've got a person
Kind of half
walking
expected that to be a
there.
picture
Oh,
of
we can
Jack
just
coming
see
up
them. Right, they've got the cameras. Yeah, this looks Welsh. This
Jakku
definitely
seems to be
looks
that
like
good that I
Welsh
feel like on one of
seaside.
these
It'd be nice
maps
to get
one
the
day it's just gonna be a
specific area
Jack
though.
waving.
Once again, when have I talked about this place? I'm so confused. All right, I'm just gonna go for it. I think.
This again, Jakku. I don't know whether you need to be praised or stopped. I don't know. It's one of the two, dude. It's one of the two. Praised or stopped. I don't know which one it is. But yeah, I attention to detail is crazy. So Jakku, I don't know how old you are. I'm guessing if you're at school, you love maths or something like that. If you're at university, doing engineering or something, and if you're like out of university, are you in like a really meticulous job? Because if not, you need to get into it, and it probably pays well. Because goddamn, or you're just CIA, Secret Service, something like that. Because if a coup happens somewhere where Jack's been, we know.
So we are going to go over here, and I'm zooming in on the wrong country. Here it is, Anglesey. Nice. Right, so I think around Amlock is where Becky's parents used to live, and I think this is maybe an
Just fully
area
dosing
near
everyone.
Bull Bay, because
Used to
it
live, I
looks
guess.
very, very similar. And when they lived down in Wales, I used to walk here quite a bit. Once again, I've no idea when I've discussed this, though, so let's see, because maybe it's somewhere different. Nice.
entertaining but
Yeah,
scary.
I'm on the right spot. I don't know how Jakku has sourced this information. Do I need to be concerned? Does he just have access to my photo album or something? Whoa. What? Where are we now? We're getting such a crazy variety of locations. Where would this be? Is this the Royal Albert Hall? Maybe?
No.
I saw Lord of the Rings, Return of the King with a live orchestra. I can never say orchestra. Orchestra. Oh, it's going to be added to the list of words I can't pronounce. Well, anyway, they had live musicians and it was Royal Albert Hall. Is that where this is?
That's not the Royal Albert Hall.
I don't think this is the Royal Albert Hall. I remember the roof being a little bit more crazy looking. It had kind of like big orbs everywhere. So where else could I have talked about? Could this be Darlington Civic Theatre, where I used to see pantomimes when I was little? No, it's not. It's way too modern. Is this what the Sydney Opera House looks like on the inside? There's pictures of me and Becky at the Sydney Opera House. I think that's probably a good guess, because it's modern looking, isn't it? It looks way too modern for Royal Albert Hall and Darlington. Yeah, I think I go with that. I never went inside the Sydney Opera House, apart from just briefly to use the toilet. But this looks like a place where you go to see an opera. I think that's a good guess. It's probably very, very far away.
Fun fact about the Sydney Opera House: its design it comes from a Danish architect who took apart an orange, and those weird shapes, they are segments of an orange. So it is a Danish orange is what the Sydney Opera House is.
If I am wrong, which is the only risk of going in Australia, but let's go for it. Why not? So let's find Sydney, and then we zoom in on the Opera House, which is right there. I guess I go in the middle, and we kind of hope for the best. Oh, no. Why don't I go House Concert Hall? Yeah, it's got to be. Surely this is a good guess.
Smaller,
should we go for it?
No.
Where are we then? What? Birmingham? Where are we in Birmingham? We are Symphony Hall at the NEC. Okay. So I used to go to Insomnia Gaming Festival at the NEC a lot. That's when Tommy Innit came to my...
That's not the NEC. I've been to the NEC. I lived in the Midlands. Been to Birmingham. Been to the NEC. Unless there's a specific room separate, it is nothing like the NEC. That's just not the NEC. Am I going crazy? Anyone from Birmingham or Dudley, Droitwich, anywhere nearby, Kidderminster, that's not the fucking NEC. Am I going crazy? Am I gaslighting myself? That's not the NEC. That's anybody from nearby. Please. What?
A meet and greet, but I've never been into Symphony Hall, so I just did not recognize that even in the slightest, even though it was very close to me apparently this whole time. Wow, well that's
wait. That looks like it's a separate place, not actually the NEC. That's different.
Really bad guess. I think I had some good logic there. I think I deserved a good score. That's nasty. Look at that. I literally don't think you could get further away. I think if you start going any further away, you start getting closer from the other side. Yeah, we literally got 1 point. Okay.
Oh, you got 1 point.
What's going on now? The Park Royal Hotel... Warrington? What an insult. I know where this is. Can I not get in? That's a shame.
Warrington,
right,
seemingly.
This is... I'm not going to be able to find this on a map. This is, I think, the location that I crashed my Tesla, by which I mean very slowly reversed into another car. So yeah, I'd had my car for about 2 weeks. I was still very new to driving it. I accidentally reversed because I thought I was in drive. And I caused a small scrape on the other guy's car. Got it all sorted out though, don't worry about it. So, I actually don't...
I'm going to take a wild guess though. You are in a Tesla. This was a few years ago, probably a new Tesla. Your car's probably worth more.
I don't know where this is because I've not been back here since, you know, it's just too simply traumatic for me. It does say Warrington though, which would make sense because it was on the way to Wales. Where is Warrington? I've lost it. It's here. I don't think I'm going to be able to find it. I know that it's
I'm well aware of anyone out there. Yes, okay, technically up north to you.
It's very tricky because it's
London is north to me, all right?
Looks like we're maybe outskirts. Do you think it would pop up? We've got a hotel there. The Park Royal is what I'm looking for. The Park Royal Hotel. Come on, don't let me down. We've got another hotel there. I like it. I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go near this area. I think this is close. On the M6, that would make sense. Come on, Park Royal. Park Royal Hotel. Please. It'd be fantastic if I could find you. I just want to find the Park Royal and move on with my life. Birchwood? That rings a bell, to be fair. But yeah, I'm gonna click a little bit more up here. I think. I'm going for it. Yeah, do we go for it? Would it say Birchwood on this sign rather than Warrington? It maybe would, but I don't know where else to go. We've got 16 seconds. Let's just guess. I should have stayed where I was. I knew it was Warrington. I just didn't know specifically where. There it is, the Royal Park. And that Tesla Supercharger, that is exactly where I bumped the car. Here's my footage of me going into park. Oh, God, tragic. And then this is the car that I bumped into. Oh, just like that. So sad. I wish I'd stayed where I was. I always do that. Right, final round. Where are we? Ooh.
bush.
Okay, this is the location we had in video 1 that I didn't recognize, and I have since discovered from your comments that it is where Mr. Beast's 100mm play button landed after we sent it into space. Now, I don't remember where that was. I think I remember them saying it was near Bakewell, which is here. So, I'm just going to pick a random location because I'm not going to be... Actually, do you know what? We could put a bit of effort in, can't we? Let's pull our fingers out and let's see if we can find the name of the place because it was written here, wasn't it? Oh! No, I take it back. I know exactly where we are. Return to start. This is Jack's wee bush.
I was fucking right. You've been there, Jack. The first thing when I saw those went wee bush because I remember the video. It's like that thing of like the audience has a better view of the game. You know, if you're playing, you don't see everything that's going on. I remember the wee bush, although it's not on Google anymore. I think everyone should spam Google to try and get it put back onto Google as Jack's wee bush.
Place that I stopped to have a small urination back in my first ever Geoguessr in real life video 4 years ago. Yeah,
you should do more of them, right?
Look at
Geoguessr in real life.
Gate,
I've thought about doing it,
exactly like it. Okay, I can find that because it's like it's somewhere near Peterborough.
I'd really want to go for it though. If I did in real life, I'd want to be in another country.
We got it.
I'd want to be like, take me on a plane.
There's the bird watching. Let's do this shit. I think it's this rose here, probably about there. Sadly, the wee bush isn't actually showing up on the maps, which it sometimes does, which would have been quite helpful. We've got a building there. Can we see?
Didn't he say a while ago it got taken off of the maps? I swear he said it got taken off the maps. It's not on there anymore.
See the building? We do see a building. I'm guessing it's probably that one. So with that being said, maybe I'll go here. Yeah, I think so. Let's go for it. Oh, I should have stayed where I was. We're still close enough for a perfect score. I am happy with that. We found the wee bush. Beautiful.
139 yards.
What? I'll have to take my top off. It's the stress. I can't handle it. Okay, that was a much poorer game. 15,000. Yeah, look at that. I was so far away on a couple of these. But it was nice to get some international rounds. I have been very much defeated.
Hasn't been in Australia, I guess, though.
Let's play again.
He was in Australia for a while. He does talk about it.
Here we go. So, we have a new location. Do I recognize it? No, not immediately anyway. It looks like some kind of a state, doesn't it? So let's get here. The caravan's blocking the sign. Ooh, Longleat Safari Adventure Park.
Longleat. I've been to Longleat. Shit. Longleat is southwest. That was a weird sound. It's in the southwest. I've been to Longleat. God, it's the southwest, but I can't think of where.
Perfect, absolutely perfect. Are we at Longleat? Is that specifically where we are? Yes, it is. Hell yeah! So this is a safari park in the UK. I went here on a bus trip with my mum when I was probably about 12. Can I find it though? That's the question.
I think I probably went when I was about that age.
I think I literally failed at finding it last time.
If you're like between 10 and your teens,
Birmingham,
you go Longleat.
Is that right? Does that sound right?
Mum, if you're watching, thanks. I enjoyed it.
No, it was Stratford-upon-Avon that I couldn't find last time because I went to Stratford-upon-Avon, Bath, and Longleat on the same bus trip.
Near Bath,
it's
near Bath,
yeah. I actually don't know where though, but
it's down there somewhere.
I can see Bath. Is Longleat further down or is it further north? Oh, I don't know. Where would Longleat Safari Park be? I don't think it's going to show from there. New Zealand.
I don't know.
How is there in New Zealand right outside of Swindon? Okay, never mind. We will keep looking for Longleat, and I don't think I'm going to find it. There's Stratford-upon-Avon. So we're trying to follow the bus route. Trouble is, you can get basically anywhere within 4 hours in the UK, so it won't necessarily be that close because we went on different days.
Land's End to John O'Groats. No, you can't.
Oh, no, I don't know. All Things Wild. No, that's not the place. I guess if I'm going like...
Imagine trying to be like a nature reserve or... miniature safari park when fucking Longleat is there. This won't make sense to anyone outside the UK, but Longleat is like Jack's from the north. I'm from the southeast. This place is southwest. I'm sure it's southwest. We both know about it. Like it's nowhere near either of us, but it's just one of those things you do as a kid, I feel. If you're from the UK, let me know, but it just feels like that's where you go as a kid. It's you go there, you go to Chessington World of Adventures, maybe Alton Towers. Like, it's just one of those things you do.
Yeah, do you think that's good? I don't think it is. Where would it show up, do you reckon? It's probably not going to show up from this distance, right? I need to be, like, zoomed in so we can actually see, like, these kind of images.
I mean, when I was younger, I also went to Blackganshine. If anyone is from the Isle of Wight, fucking shout out to Blackganshine. One of you, somebody out there. Somebody is going to be from the Isle of Wight that love Black Ganshine. Come on. Come on.
God's sake. If it's even more south, like all the way down here, I don't know where it is.
I think
where
it's
am
near
I even
Bath.
clicked? I'm probably
When you
not in a
said
bad
Bath,
spot.
that
If I
kind
go
of clicked
here, I'm
something,
kind of
but
in the middle of, yeah.
I
Let's
think,
just go
no, it's
there.
further
I
down.
don't
It's
know
not
where
near
it is.
Oxford.
It was further down. So what point
Near
does it
Frome.
show up? Right.
Near
So
Frome.
I possibly could have seen that. There it is. Longleat Safari Park. Monkey drive-through. Yeah, it's one of those places where you can have a drive around and like the monkeys will climb on your car. Gorilla
Did not do
enclosure,
that. I would have
Monkey
freaked
Island.
out as a kid if my mum had
Unreal, what a
fucking
dream.
driven
But
through that.
sadly, I was 42 miles north. What a shame. I knew it was somewhere around here at the end. There's Bath. Okay, that's fine. We go again. We got our pirate ship round. Woohoo! Okay, let's see if we can get a perfect score on this one. If we get another repeat, I will restart. All right, Whitby is there. I'm pretty sure it was literally like there, right? Let's go for it.
I was about to say it's the wrong place. He just put himself in Whitley, right?
Right. Wait. What?
He put himself in Whitley
I
there, yeah.
I
was like, I wasn't fast enough to stop to pause there.
Oh, this is a disaster. Right, we're
Are
in a
you
new spot,
dyslexic
so I
by
guess I'm
chance,
gonna have
Jack?
to
So am
continue.
I, but-
What? Where are we here? This looks like a military base or something. Is it a military base? Do you think it's a military base? It looks like one. It definitely looks like one. I can think of a military base that I used to like drive near, but I don't know when it would have ever come up. Yeah, it is.
Never question when it came up, Jack. We know that Jakku knows it all, okay? Jakku is like the koala from Star Trek Lower Decks. I'm hoping there's at least one of you that watches me that knows what I'm talking about. But the universal koala. That's what Jakku is, okay? We can't question Jakku. He knows all. So if you've ever been to anywhere, Jakku knows. Don't even mentioned it. So it's clearly there.
It's a military base. Is this Leeming Bar? I think it might be. When have I talked about this? School of Infantry. Okay. So I don't even really have an association with this place. I just used to drive past it on the way to the cinema. But I don't know when I'll have ever talked about that. I know it was once the...
Okay, Jakku, what the fuck? Just what? He didn't even mention it. He just drove past it once or twice. I feel like I should draw my curtains. There's a big fuck off window here, all right? There's a big fucking window, as you can see, from the sun coming in. I feel like I should draw my curtains because I'm slightly worried Jakku has like a drone from Invincible watching me. The fuck?
The largest military base in Europe, so I must have brought it up in a geography video at some point. I am so confused where this info is coming from, but can we find it? So there's Richmond. It should really show up from here, right? Where are we on? We're on the A6136. Can we find that? Yeah, there's the A6136. Catterick. I think I said Leeming Bar. That's the wrong place. Catterick is where I meant to say. Yeah, there we go. Defense Services.
I feel like they've been like that
so close.
nearby
Former
their
RAF
Top Gear
Catterick.
episode.
Okay, so... maybe we're here. Does that sound right? I think I'm going to go for it. Let's see. 3 miles away. I was on the other side. I went too near. 3.6 miles away. Nice. And then 4 to 5. We're at the Yorkshire Wildlife Park again. See, this is nice. It's a quick opportunity for me to try and redeem myself and have another go
remember
finding
where you've
it.
been.
So, it was like here, right? Yes, there we go. Are the dinosaurs actually labeled? I don't think so, but if I'm judging on the location, they've got to be like around here. So yeah, I'm gonna go there and guess. Nice, perfect score, close enough. Oh, they were labeled. They're up the top. And then our final round, I am not. Oh, I've forgotten where this was. Oh yeah. It's in Birmingham. It's in Birmingham.
The Symphony Hall.
I remember. Can I find Birmingham NEC? Because it can't be in central Birmingham, right? There it is. Yes. And then Symphony Hall. Oh, Genting Hotel. Had many good times there. I actually can't see the label anymore. I'll click here and hope that we're close enough. What? So it's not the NEC. I don't think I've ever been here. I don't know what my association with this is. Can someone please...
Right. So here, it says the National Exhibition Centre. This is why I was so confused. Are there two? The other one is the one I've been to. The other one is the NEC. Like, that's... the one that he originally clicked on that isn't centre of Birmingham, because that looks way more centre of Birmingham. That one that he clicked on, I've been to, that's the NEC. That's the one that he knows. What the fuck is this? Did somebody like double click on something? It says the International Convention Centre. So is this like the International Convention Centre, then someone's put national on there as well? Someone's messed up there, because that is not the NEC. If you're from Birmingham, Droitwich, Walsall, just anywhere up there, anywhere in the Black Country. Basically, people that are nearby to Birmingham that may have come across this place. The fuck is this?
Let me know. I'm so confused. I saw this National Exhibition Centre, and I just assumed that was the NEC because they've got the same
that's
name.
The real
I'm
NEC.
so lost.
Because it says NEC. It doesn't just say National
also
Exhibition
made
Centre.
that mistake. All right. Either way, we actually got quite a good score there, but I did have a few repeat rounds. Let's go again, and if we get some repeat rounds, I'll skip them. Okay, we're loading in, and it's a new location. Nice.
That
it's a
looks
car
like
park.
Australia.
It doesn't look like a British car park either. The cars don't look quite right.
Aussie.
Lone Pine Koala Sanctuary. Oh my god. So this is definitely Australia this time. This is just somewhere that I visited when I was on holiday. I think it was...
I love that he calls 6 months a holiday. You were travelling. Anyone that doesn't know, even though I've mentioned it several times, I have other YouTube channels. One of them is a travel channel. I travel a lot. That's not a fucking holiday. If you go for 6 months, you're travelling. And there is a difference. Like travelling around a bit more carefree. A holiday is like... a week away, 2 weeks away. Well, you know, it's a very different vibe. It's a very different kind of, what's the word? Fuck the wording. I don't know. I'm not going to edit in. Who cares? But you know what I mean. It's a very different thing. But he's like, 6 months is just a holiday. What the fuck, dude? You went traveling with your girlfriend. Yeah, you went traveling. That's it. You just didn't do the full year. You did 6 months. It wasn't a gap year. It was a gap half year.
Was in Brisbane, so we will zoom in on Brisbane, hope for the best. Does it show from this distance? It potentially could. Llama Farm, okay. So me and Becky did film a little vlog here, I think. It's such a long time ago. It was like 9 years at this point. And I do think it was Brisbane, but I might be wrong. I don't quite know whereabouts. I remember it was a little bit tricky to get to, though, so I guess that would suggest it's on the outside. But maybe everywhere was tricky to get to because we couldn't drive at the time. Yeah, I can't find it. I think it's Brisbane, but I might be completely wrong. You would think it wouldn't be too central. You'd think it'd be a little bit more in some green, but probably not near a mountain. Oh, I don't know. I feel like it's like this area over here for some reason. So let's just see how far away we are. Okay, it was a bit more central. It was Brisbane. To be honest, I'm just proud that I remembered that. Okay, we are... yeah, I remember this one. This B&Q. This is the car park that I went into to test Auto Park. We have a lot of locations from Tesla videos, I suppose, because I'm actually like outside and traveling in Tesla videos, so I should be able to find this
Welsh
pretty
channel.
easy as well. I think, yeah, it's Central Workshop, and then it's got...
It's weird. I actually find that channel relatively entertaining, and I don't drive. I actually still find it entertaining. It's yeah, it's good.
It'll be somewhere around here.
Bring
I
back
think.
Top
I
Gear
don't
and
really
make
know.
Jack the presenter.
Yeah, there we go. B&Q and the curries. Is there a curries? Yes, there is. So that means it's here then, I guess. Let's go for it. Yeah, very close. 2 yards away. Okay, I had some more repeat locations, so I restarted. We are now somewhere new, and I recognize this. Lost World Adventure Golf. So this is, like, Whitley Bay, Tynemouth area, right? Like, yeah, over here.
This is where he accidentally...
So we spawned outside of a dinosaur-themed crazy golf course that I went on a few times as a child. Correct me if I'm wrong. I might be misremembering this info, but I think Will and E used to work there. I'm pretty sure he mentioned it in a video at some point, because I think he's from this area. I used to like go on holiday here quite a bit. Anyway, can we find that? Windsor Hotel. I feel like...
I love that he accidentally clicked basically where this is.
We're near the coast, very close. What is this? Is this a building of some significance? I can't quite think where this is. Promenade. I don't think it's far from the promenade at all. Come on, where is Lost World's crazy golf? It's got to be somewhere close to here.
Didn't it close down? I swear that it closed down. I swear when he said it closed down.
On a Long Sounds Beach. Okay.
I remember him talking about that, actually.
Coast. We're going to see it, right? Surely. How is it not here? This is a great spot for it to be. Right, I've clicked somewhere at least. With only 28 seconds left. No, I'm not finding it. We've got to be close, though. Let's guess. Let's see. Ooh, very close. Yeah, it was further up. So it doesn't actually appear on the map, which is unfortunate. It almost feels like the location's wrong, because there is not a golf course here. There's a building there. Either way.
I'm almost certain it closed down. I swear Will and he talked about it, that it closed down. I'm almost certain. I mean, you went there as a kid, dude. I mean, it's been over a decade, and how long was it there before that as well?
1.5 miles away, let's play the next round. Whoa. Ah. I do not like how far that was zoomed in. This is definitely not a location I've been to. This is Jack testing me to see if I can remember this Geoguessr meta, which is a bit of tape. I was taught this by Zigzag. I'm sure Zigzag would be devastated if I got it wrong. This is a thing that you can only find in Ghana? I think,
Ghana.
yeah.
I was
Ghana
in my head
black
thinking
tape.
Ghana,
That's
and
a
I didn't
thing,
want to
right?
embarrass
Yeah,
myself.
I'm going Ghana. Obviously, specifically
But
where in
red
Ghana,
soil
I have
would be the-
literally no...
This is the worst thing. I remember that tape thing. I still wouldn't look for it. I would go South Africa or Lesotho. Something. I'd go where I know the red soil is. So I'm a fucking idiot.
Clue. I guess we could go
Hate
like
matters, it's my
near
problem.
Accra. We'll go like there. Come on. Nice. Look, I'm proud that I got the correct country. That's all we need. I was 200 miles away, but I remembered Ghana black tape.
I'd remember it and still get fucking wrong. That's the problem.
Now, so let's do one last singular round on a new location. Oh, beautiful. Nice. Okay, this is Chillingham Road, Newcastle. This is a takeaway that me and Becky were absolutely obsessed with. They did the greatest Quattro Formaggio's ever. And if I have a look down this alleyway, and
if we're going to shout out takeaways from my day at university, days at university, Ojak Bashe or Okabasi, hell yes.
I go, ooh, it's been a while. It's been quite a few years, so you might have to wait a moment while I re-jog my memory. Nah, this is it, I think. Is this it? Yes, this is not right. No, I've definitely gone too far down. Maybe I'll need to go further up. I'm looking for number 118. I'm so confused. This is number 112, but I definitely didn't go past this round. Am I on the wrong... I'm on the wrong street. Oh, that makes sense. I'm gonna run out of time. Okay, I'm on the right street. Here we go. This house with the blue door and this room right here. That's where I used to live. That's all I wanted to show. I filmed a lot of videos. You'll recognize the background. Let's find it first. God, I was so confused there because I recognized the places because obviously I'd been on those streets before. Can I find where this is, to be fair? I never really looked at it on a map.
To actually
I've
figure
only
out
got
where
18
you were.
seconds. I spent so much time
I
trying
hate
to
that
find
when
the
you like
street,
so many
and
to
now
go
I
find it
have
on a
left
fucking map.
not enough time just to find it on the map. I don't know where we are. Probably like around here. Yeah. I'm gonna I was just short. 74 yards. I actually got a perfect score, to be fair. But anyway, that room that I showed you, this was my bedroom. So this is where I lived in 2015.
Damn,
we called it Diddleston Manor at the time. So yeah, we'd go to that pizza shop a lot. Pizza Relic was absolutely delicious. And this room does feel like iconic to me. I always really liked how I got it looking with all the cool posters and stuff. Anyway, there are probably still a few locations, but I am getting a lot of repeats now, so I'll end the video there. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you.
And thank you to Jakku, who's about to say, and I'll say it anyway. I'm going to say again, we should either praise or just really worry about Jakku. I don't know which one it is. Praise or be scared. Praise or be scared. One of them. Jakku, hell yes. That map, the fact there's so many times there that Jack's just going, when the fuck have I even mentioned that, is amazing because it's such attention to detail, which is what makes this kind of stuff cool, because if you're going to make a specific geography map like for someone or about someone, most of the time they're going to get it pretty much all right. Like when the Sidemen did it, they didn't get perfect scores all the time, but they got very close because they knew all of them and they knew they'd mentioned them and they knew they'd been in videos or whatever. Jack's there going, what the fuck, how the hell do you even know this? Which I love. I love that makes it more interactive, more fun. But I'm still scared of you, dude. I'm just saying. No, that was fun. There was a couple on there that I got a little bit quicker than Jack, which is always nice to do. I don't know if he's going to do a third one. It doesn't seem like it's 25 locations. It might overlap or something. It says 25 to 37 actually on there, but I don't know. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed that. I had to do the part 2. I did the part 1, and Jakku interacted, and I enjoyed it, and everyone else enjoyed it. So I'd do part 2. Come on. Anyway, I will be back Wednesday at the latest. I might do a video for tomorrow, but I'm going to make sure they come out this week. No matter what, there will be a video on Wednesday. There just will. And it will be me playing Geoguessr, okay? It may not be the one I want to do because something's gone wrong with it, but there will be a Geoguessr video on Wednesday, no matter what, or I will scream at YouTube. I am a YouTube partner, and I'm part of the creator community. I will scream at them. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. See you next time.